Hello, hey everybody. Good evening. Sorry we got started a little bit late, but the show must go on. Here we go. We're gonna get this agenda going. We're gonna get welcome to the Thrive Show, and we're so happy to be here. And we're waiting for one more guest to get on. His name is Mr. Steve, and we'll get him. Let me go do this real quick. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna mute real quick. Okay. All right. So we have a great show for you tonight. Sorry it took so long, but technical difficulties is still a new thing for this company. What's still going on with this? So, welcome to the Thrive Show. We would like you to tell us where you're from. Okay, so where are you from? Are you from the United States, Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, Australia, or New Zealand? And here's Mr. Steve. Hold on, I'm gonna click on him. I don't know. It just is. Okay. There we go.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on, guys. We're trying to figure out this whole echo thing. We do all sorts of technical difficulties tonight. Like how we said, let us know when you're jumping on, and we love to see where everybody's at. Um, this show is killing me.
You plug in earplugs or something. But anyway, we're gonna try. So hold on. We're gonna try to bring this down. Okay. All right. So if you like what you see, go ahead and like it, invite somebody, and share. Okay. So share is the name of the game, and that's what we love to do. Okay.
Keep this in mind, guys, that whenever you are on and you need to catch our live tonight, make sure you let us know that you're watching the replay. We would love to hear where you're at, and then we can do a giveaway at the end.
Hearing us. Let's see. Let's see what Mr. Steve says. Steve, can you hear us?
We can, but you're cutting out like most right now.
It's cutting out.
We're catching bits and pieces.
Okay, well, hopefully it'll clear up in the finish. And it may be my connection, guys. So you guys may. My wife, Ellie Garcia, we're going to get this show started.
We can talk about us a little bit.
Okay. So we're going to go. Ashley Arnold go first. So let me go down here to you. And okay, Ashley, go ahead and share away.
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me just fine. I am actually in a car right now, so if you see a bunch of lights going on, that's probably why. So I am so excited to be here because this is so exciting to be able to share our story and just a little bit about what is going on and how we have felt so different by starting our Thrive experience. So I like to just always start out. My name's Ashley Arnold. I live in New Braunfels, Texas, and I was the tired hairdresser that worked 12 to 14 hours every single day. And I was just running around, trying to give the best customer service I possibly could and do the best that I can in my job. And whenever I realized that, actually, one of my clients shared it with me, the Thrive experience, and she was saying, you really ought to try this. You really ought to try this. And I was like, no, I absolutely want nothing at all to do with anything. No, 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 no. She's like, okay, just shut up. Take 3 days. Go ahead and, I did. I purchased my sample pack and I went ahead and did on that. And I ended up, okay, calling her on my third day saying, I want some more of whatever you have. And guys, literally, I went an hour and a half and drove to her house, from my house to her house, an hour and a half one way to get to just to get some more product, because that's what I needed to do from where I was to there, because I was going on vacation and I knew that I wanted to feel that good. So with me being consistent on this product, and really it's the most easiest thing I've ever done, and that is what really inspired me, because I wake up in the morning, I take 2 capsules, I drink my lifestyle mix, and I slap on a DFT. And I have provided my body with over 106 premium vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and prebiotics. Like, that is so exciting to me. And I felt it. Like, I really felt it, because I would take vitamins before and you don't even know that it happens. But it was like a good, clean energy, guys. It's not just like the bolt of feeling all nasty and, like jittery and stuff like that. I made it through my whole day and I was still full of energy. And I went into my roommate's room and I was talking with her and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." Guys, by day 2, I was feeling even better. I went to work, came home. Day 7 for me was my big day. I put on running shoes and I went out the door and I was like feeling so good. And I didn't even at that point know where my running shoes were, probably, because it just wasn't something that I did, but I knew that I felt good and I knew that I wanted to get out of the house and just do something. So when I started noticing my cravings changing, and really sticking to the product, all 3 steps every single morning made such a huge difference in my life. So with me being able to be consistent, I have been able to lose over 75 pounds. And it has changed my life dramatically. I absolutely love this product. I'll never go another day without it, ever. I have tried since I've been thriving to not take it and just see how I felt, and it was a terrible idea. So I absolutely love the Thrive experience, and I love to be able to share it with everybody. So that's my story in a nutshell.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. So much. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next speaker, and Mr. Steve. Let me unmute you. And Steve, you have the show. Go for it, buddy.
I heard my name twice, so I'm guessing that's me, because that's all I heard. All right, I got that, buddy. All right, so they say the camera makes you look 20 pounds heavier. I'm telling you, if you like elevate it and put it like this weird angle, it doesn't. It does you favors. I learned that from my wife. All right, so my Thrive story in I don't know if I'll make a solid 5 minutes because it's been a while since I've done this. I've never done it live like this, but uh, I was invited over to Javier and Sally's for some free food. And if you know me, if you're on here, you know me, I like to eat. It's kind of one of my things to do. And so they knew I was going to come. But we got a promise of a free meal and a promise not to buy anything. So if you ever heard Candace and Sally talk about their story, they started off in this as trying not to do it. And but Candace connected with one of the people at that first local, and she heard she wanted to try it, and she asked if I want. I don't even know. Okay, so she wanted to try it out, and she said, "Hey, y'all, I think we lost him. Maybe that's all right." So she wanted to try the product out, and I said, "Yeah, I'll try it out too. I got nothing to lose, you know." But what probably nobody except her knew walking into that room was I had been dealing with back discomfort for a long time. I'm a firefighter. It takes a lot of toll on your body. I was at a point where I went to work, but I was kind of miserable at home, and like it was always with the kids, like, "Hey, don't jump on me, don't mess with me." And so I started that experience. We walked out of there. Nobody knew my story, and then I guess Candace told Javier, or Candace told Sally, probably is how that worked. Uh, what my story actually was, and he called me up and said, "Slap that patch on your back." I know that's not how we start things. That's all I had in my hands was a patch, and I slapped it on my back, and that day changed my life. Now, I didn't tell Javier that. He called me up, and he's like, "Hey, how you feeling?" And I'm like, "I'm great. Follow up is key, right?" He called me up. He's called me the next day. "Hey, how you feeling?" I'm good. I feel, whatever. I feel whatever. He called me up the next day again. So I think what was it, Javier? 3 days, 10 calls. I don't know. Super good at
Yeah.
following up. Fantastic job, and it changed my life. That little patch, that little premium, it 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 gave me something that my body was lacking, and that's not food. Fills your nutritional gaps. I eat all kinds of things, and if you were to tell me that I had a gap, I would say no, that's not correct because I have no gaps. I put food. I mean, any kind of food, I love it all. So and, and Thrive changed that for me. And that 1, 2, 3, it's easy. If if you know me, I put my keys in the refrigerator. Okay, my 10-year-old brought me my keys one day. She's like, "Dad, your keys were in the refrigerator." But that 1, 2, 3 is simple, and it really can change life. So I went from being with those discomforts that were with me all the time, not being able to hang out with the kids, to have that enjoyment time, to actually being active. You still wouldn't know it because I still like to eat, um, but but enjoying life versus being in discomfort all the time. So that's me. Uh, I'm the proud owner of a super fantastic thriver who does awesome. She
Oh,
hits all kinds of amazing goals. She takes me as her plus one on all her lifestyle getaways. It literally has changed our lives in so many different ways. It's a fantastic product. Okay, I think I'm good on my 5, buddy.
Okay, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
that was awesome, but you're getting me in so much trouble for saying you're a proud owner of an awesome driver.
Couldn't find the word. I got TV nervous.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and have Deseree come on. Let me get you unmuted. And Deseree, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, go for it. Share your story and let's have fun.
Okay, so basically all Thrive has changed my life, and I cannot say that enough, and I cannot tell enough people about it. I am 9 months postpartum with my very first child. She's a girl. I was exhausted. I missed my body. I missed the way I used to feel. I had zero energy. I hated getting up in the morning because I just knew my body was going to hurt. My shoulder was hurting. My back was hurting. I was just a mess. I was a total mess. And my cousin Danielle, God bless her, she and I had been talking, and she's like, Des, you got to try this Thrive stuff. And I was like, no, I have seen these people, these Thrive people. I am not doing it. I'm not doing it. I was like, they post on Facebook all the time. They're trying to get me to buy this stuff. I have tried everything. I've tried every type of capsule, shake mix, you're going to feel great product out there. And I was like, I'm not doing this Thrive thing. And my cousin was like, okay, it's fine. You don't have to. And so I waited about another 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm seeing my cousin post about her. She goes to CrossFit, and she does her Thrive thing, and she doesn't promote it a lot, but she definitely tells people about it. And so she's like, hey, Des, let me just send you a sample. And I was like, I don't want to buy anything. She's like, no, your family, I'll send it to you. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. So it shows up in the mail, and I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of not, because I don't want to be let down again. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm sensitive to caffeine. I'm sensitive to all the diet pills, all that. I'm very sensitive to things in general. My body is. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take this. I'm going to get a headache. It's going to be awful. I took it day one. In about an hour after I did everything, I called my cousin and I said, how much does this cost every single month? I need this. Like, we're ordering today. I don't care how much it is. I told my wife, I said, honey, if we don't have the money, we're going to find it. Like, I need this. And she was like, is that good, huh? Because she knows I'm a skeptic. I have a degree in exercise sports science. Health and wellness is my background. I know about all this stuff, and I've never, ever believed that, it would work. And so day one, I was like, man, this stuff is amazing. By day 3, digestive health was on track, big time. I was sleeping like I haven't slept since before I had my daughter. It's awesome. I get out of bed now, my body doesn't hurt. My shoulder doesn't hurt. My back doesn't hurt. Nothing hurts, which that in itself for me was worth every penny of this, to have the energy to go out and work out again, I walk 4 miles a day now with my daughter and the little girl that I watch as well. So I just get them in the stroller and we go around the neighborhood for 4 miles every single day. And I never had that kind of energy before. I was not willing to go for a mile walk ever. No. So then by day 10, I was like, okay, I called my cousin and I said, how can I make this part of my like financial future as well? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom, you know, we're on one income, and I used to do sales in the past, and we had, you know, a good, comfortable life. And now that I had my daughter, I decided to stay home, and it's been a little bit, you know, sketchy on the financial end here and there. And she was like, well, I have this friend, her name's Ashley. She got me on this, and, you know, let me get you a hold of her. And I was like, okay, you know, great. So then Ashley called me, and Sally's on the line, and I was like, oh, it's a party, you know, so cool. I love meeting new people. So Sally tells me her story and all about how she was a stay-at-home mom and really related to me. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, if these two girls can do this, I can do this. You know, I can totally do this. So I did it. I've just set out and I tell everyone about it. Every single one of my family members is doing Thrive, whether they like it or not. You know, I just was like, here, take these samples, take them. And everybody's addicted. They all love it. They're just like, let's do this. You know, let's get, you know, everyone's on auto ship. I've got everybody going. You know, I can't say enough about this product and how it's changed my life and how amazing I feel. And I am a skeptic, and I'm no longer a skeptic with this at all. Not at all. So that's my story, and I'm loving it.
Good deal. So awesome. So awesome. Thank you so much for speaking. I really appreciate you. Me and Sally really appreciate you, and we're so glad you're having a great experience. So real quick, don't leave yet, guys, because I got to ask you one more thing. Right now, we have a huge promo going on. We started out November the 1st, and Le-Vel just hit it all the way through the roof. We've got all kinds of promos. We got almost three different promos, and everybody is fired up. And we have other things we're doing too. So get with whoever invited you and find out what that promo is and sign up today. You're actually going to get free money just for signing up. So one of the second thing is Thrive Fit is live. Thrive Fit is amazing. It's right here. It's this product right here. And I just dropped the other ones. Thrive Fit really does work, guys. I'm on like day 2, day 3. That product is amazing. It really, really works. My muscles feel so much fuller. They feel really good. I feel really strong, and I'm going to get super big like the Hulk. So go ahead, Sally. When's our next show?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he decided to finally share the camera with me. He actually pushed me to the side, just so everyone knows. I was sitting in the middle. But guys, we're going to be doing this. It looks like, I think, every Tuesday. That's what we're looking at 9 o'clock. And we're always looking to hear everyone's new experience. Here's the thing, guys. You don't have to be on the product for a year, 2 years to do this. If you have just started, you're on our team, and you're within your first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we want to hear what you're feeling, because that, I think, is probably the best way to kind of sum it up, because there's so much excitement. We know what it's going to do for you, because absolutely know what it's done for us. And here's the best part about promoter, and guess what? You can earn your products for free. You know, our system wasn't working at the beginning, and I kind of didn't tell any of part of my story, but what I will tell you is this: I was a skeptic. We couldn't afford it. I had the mindset that it was going to cost too much. I totally wasn't worth those extra $5 a day. But I can tell you guys that I jumped on it when 2 months after he did. We paid for it the first time. We haven't paid for it since. We're about 3 years in. And our experience, I mean, you heard the stories today. They talked about what it did for them and how it changed their life. 70 pounds. You know, Steve gets to go on all these getaways. His reels great. And Deseree, your story is just starting, and we're so excited. We were in Cabo when we called you, which is one of our getaways. So, guys, again, thank you so much for jumping on. If you like our program, if you liked it, loved it, we want to see that. Give us those hearts. Give us those thumbs up. Tell us how we did. Yes, ignore the technical difficulties we had at the beginning. Obviously, we need better internet. But also, comment on your replay. If you're watching the replay, let us know where you are, where you're watching from, because this is just a great way for you guys to go on here and listen to some great experiences. So I'm going to let Robert close it out so we can finish up.
And the last thing is I'm going to ask all our speakers one more thing. Ashley, real quick, I'm going to unmute you. And what would you like to tell everybody after hearing all these stories? What's one thing you want to say one more time before we end the broadcast?
I think One of my main things that I always like to add is the only thing I regret is not starting sooner. And I really wish that whenever I mean, it all works out. I may not have been ready for it at the time, but I really regret, and that's what I hear from most every single person I bring in that I get to help on the Thrive experience, is that they all say the same thing. I wish I would have started sooner. I wish I would have started sooner. So that's one biggest piece of advice I can always give to anybody.
All right, Mr. Steve, what's one thing, buddy? One thing that you would like to tell viewers one more time?
Oh man, you gotta find yourself a wife like mine. No, no, no. Honestly though, I was thinking about this. Somebody said it earlier. It was Desiree. She was saying about whenever she jumped on the phone with Ashley and Sally was on the line. Uh, just remember, like your story. It may not sound like much, but you connect with who you connect with, and those, getting out there and telling your story. It always amazes me how one person will connect with somebody and you're like, they might have said something for like 2 seconds and they're like, I connected with you. And like, okay, but really that's what this is a business is about. It's about the connection. So don't be afraid to share a lot, and don't see those connections be made.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, all right. It's pausing on me and all kinds of stuff, man. Okay, so Desiree, what's one thing you would like to say? One thing.
The biggest thing that hit me was my conversation with Sully, and she said, Desiree, don't overthink this. Get started. Just do it. Just start it and do it. Go for it. She's like, don't overthink this process. And that kind of relates back to the Thrive experience itself. It's simple. It's capsules, it's a shake, it's a hatch, and you're done, for the whole day. So I kind of put those two together during that conversation, and I was like, you know what? This is huge. Like it's simple, and I don't need to overthink it. I just need to do it. And so that's that.
Okay, guys. Well, everybody, if anybody invited you, shared this with you, please get with that person and they will help you start your Thrive experience. As you heard, all these experience, it is the real thing. It is the real deal. And you are about to feel amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. And boom, shakalaka. What's the other guys? Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We're still alive. I'm still here.